Oke, selamat pagi, siang, sore, malam semuanya. Selamat datang ya di channel saya bersama saya Aris. Oke, kita langsung aja ya lanjutin gameplay ini. Gameplay Biomutant ya. Oke, kita langsung
Welcome to Biomutant.
load game aja ya. Muat game. Oke. Kemarin kita di sini ya. Kita muat game. Oke. Oke, di video kemarin kita sampai di sini ya. Kita bakal lanjutin ke quest yang satu ini nih. Apa nih? Bicara dengan Sifu dan Mitra. Oke, kita langsung aja ya.
It's a bridge. Just get over it.
Wah, ada apa nih musuh ya? Kita hajar ya.
Chop it up.
Oke, bagus. Ini nggak ada
Hack and slash.
autolocknya ya. Jadi agak susah nih, nggak ada autolocknya. Oke, mati. Terakhir. Oke, kita lanjut ya.
They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
Wah, di depan ada kastil lah.
That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem.
Ini ada checkpoint tadi.
Let's see.
Oke, kita ke sini kali ya. Ngomong ke dia.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
Mereka waspada terhadap orang asing.
Says just because you've made time to meet the Sifu doesn't mean he has time for you. But you're welcome to give it a try.
Gimana kita boleh? Oh, bisa masuk.
Zata is de moi totloho. Kariesne zdatse. Paro, ya put
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
Tambok pesarapan.
The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here.
Zenakas pripad snatste, mi bira.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted.
Apinosko, mi bira. Karies ne statse.
Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
Unavoch ni tlohoni, zum ilam dat nete.
There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war.
Yeti rikli, ives yeti rikli dekli.
The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions.
Skuni ives yeti rikli dekli. Del novasi ale dluhodo.
Jackney doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the world eaters destroy the tree of life.
Ini gimana nih? Iya atau tidak? Ya aja ya.
Yaput, zanamach, vlada.
He wasn't sure you'd do that, but it seems your mind took control of that big heart of yours. That's a sign of strength.
Nezdac ne okoni, odliseni njovej. Skuni,
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe.
Myriad tribe.
vlada inatovo. Yaput, unavoch ni tlohoni.
The Myriad are too good to be true. They might believe in the greater good and a code of honor, but uniting the tribes and saving the tree of life won't change anything. You must stop living in the past.
Iglezet, vusesi odliseni njovej.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here.
Zivo, tada, na oku, kiza.
They have no intention of letting this drag out, or they'll run the risk of teaching the enemy their art of war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Kita harus ke situ ya.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Zivot, vlada, yeti rikli.
Even if you see the world differently, you must hit them as soon and as hard as you can. The outcome of this war is up to you.
Paro, vlada, zenakas pripad snatste.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Zenakas pripad snatste.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
Uku, zenakas pripad snatste. Paro.
The only kin who count are the kin that are left standing at the end of the war. Let's focus on making that our kin, not theirs.
Dozadne.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Na oku unis boloknost. O vizoko dolatsi ne.
Jackney doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared.
Del novasi ale dluhodo. Ives yeti rikli dekli.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Nalest stari dat. Inatovo, apinosko.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War doesn't wait.
Bagaimana dengan desa tua? Oke.
Ale,
He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the stillness of something lost.
Oke, kita suruh kemana tadi ya? Nyerang apa itu tadi? Oke, kita keluar dulu ya dari sini. Wah, ini tempatnya. Waduh, jauh banget lagi. Enggak sih, dekat. Kupikir jauh. Oke, kita ke sini ya. Udah sampai nih. Oke. Kita suruh ngapain lagi nih? Wah, ada musuh nih. Bawa
Better
balok
beware,
kayu.
that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Awas. Oke, ngindar. Aduh, pelurunya kehabisan dulu. Waduh, kena. Kita lompat ya. Aduh, duh.
Flash the slash.
Waduh, duh. Oke, kita jarak jauh aja ya. Awas.
We're on the ropes.
Aduh, kena lagi. Oke, kita level up ya. Kita naikkan level dulu ya. Ntar. Di mana sih? Ntar. Oh, ini karakter. Daya hidup ya.
Shrug it all off.
Oke, kita langsung lanjut aja ya. Ntar aja. Skill pointnya kurang 1. Ini apaan? Oke, dapat first aid ya.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see.
Kunjungi desa masa kecilmu. Oke, ini
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today.
cukup sedih. Oke.
Goop wants you to make it a priority to come looking for him whenever you're feeling down. He'll make you smile. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique.
Berenang, aku tertarik dengan kungfu. Oke.
He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now.
Kenapa?
Knowing how to swim won't solve life's hard problems, but at least one of them won't be drowning.
Latihan berenang. Oke, mudah aja ya.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the need to learn how to swim. But you need practice, lots of practice.
Aku akan terus mencoba. Oke.
Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim.
Aku tidak cocok dengan ombak.
He knows that's not true. You've just made up your mind you're not. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
Andro?
The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood.
Andro?
You should know, practice makes perfect.
Pial tu ma
As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger.
inadab sungka?
She'll see you at the village square.
Oke, sampai ketemu.
Masa lapu kanyala no toro.
She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too.
Oke, kita suruh ke alun-alun tadi ya.
Here's another familiar face with lots
Siapa
on
lagi?
his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. Being nice comes easy for him. That doesn't make it less important. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Oke, kita kemana lagi nih? Tumpukan sampah. Oh, ini.
He wonders what usefulness you found.
Berapa lama untuk membuat barang baru ya itu?
He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says only a few are willing to do the little things, but if you make enough of them, they can have a big impact too. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Oke. Nge-craft ya, kita bisa nge-craft item. Pilih slot handle, gimana? Ini gimana sih? Ini ngebug kan? Oh, ini handle. Banana big blade, aduh Jen. Gini kayaknya ya, handle tulang. Nah, ini aja nih, pilih. Ini jadi senjata nih, senjata daur ulang ya.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon.
Aku ingin sesuatu yang canggih. Oke.
He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. You're not in this world to live up to his expectations, but he hopes you're never going to have to use that weapon of yours. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Oke, kita ditunggu sama dia ya. Siap.
Asil natu.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Maaf, aku terlambat. Aku membantu. Oke.
Ferena masalapu.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future.
Mina lagi mamuru. Kamu nu.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Sana yote. Pendrine senema. Pen nampusa.
That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that.
Kudutuku. Taifanana numa.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Yo no massa manbaru. Apli tonumuta.
Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there. She knows you're a free spirit, always on the move, like the wind.
Oke, kita suruh ketemu berlatih bersama
They look determined.
mampu apa?
Better watch out.
Oh, kita mau battle sama dia ya.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
Aku terlambat untuk berlatih. Oke. Oh, dia preman aja ibaratnya ya.
He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are.
Kenapa kamu merendahkan orang lain? Oke.
They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed down along the way.
Oke, kita lawan ini nih. Aduh. Rasakan. Susah banget sih battle-nya ya. Waduh. Oh. Oh, kalah.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right.
Kalino?
The most important thing is that you're okay.
Andro?
It's time to focus on your training now.
Gendrana mala. Kanaruta.
You won't need excuses if you are strong in your conviction.
Oke, kita ternyata kalah ya.
Is someone close to heart, doing what he does best? Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. Training with Muma will make you feel better. It always does. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Oke, kita suruh ngapain? Nyuci nih. Satu lagi mana? Oh, ini.
He's curious to see what you found. He's gathered so much over the years, and it's hard to remember everything. Nothing's wrong with his memory. It's just short. He can work wonders with pretty much anything, and asks if you know how to upcycle. Thinks some are and some aren't. One thing's for sure, though, your Muma thinks it all takes up too much space in the house. He says it's about time you learned how, and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Oh, kita bisa nge-craft itu ya, armor. Tambahan. Oke. Apaan? Udahlah, asal-asalan dulu aja ya. Oke, buat aja ya.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Aku lebih suka gaya yang melawan arus. Oke.
Agrees. At least that way it'll never go out of style. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's sure your Muma will forgive you for not wearing the traditional outfit. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Ini kita masih tutorial ibaratnya ya. Masih membosankan gameplaynya. Tapi nggak apa-apa lah. Kita masih latihan nge-craft ya. Oke, kita latihan nih sama dia.
Puri kumbala muma.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Kanaruta. Katya topuluta.
Wants you to understand that you can do anything if you work really hard.
Kala. Binalagi mamuru.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Kanyala no toro. Narolute.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Asil natu.
Wants you to prove that with some practice first.
Beri.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Aku akan berusaha lebih keras lagi.
That's
Oke.
all she's ever asked of you.
Anora kapapong. Beri.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Antoro. Dere.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Kialdo male kanaru tuno.
That's why you should be sure to thank him for it.
Oke, kita suruh nangkap ini ya. Cara nangkapnya gimana nih? Cara nangkapnya gimana nih? Gimana sih, nggak ada alat ya? Waduh, ini gimana nangkepnya? Oh, segitiga. Oke, bagus.
Ruano tuno.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Kialdo male kanaru tuno.
She's happy you appreciate what others do for you.
Ala. Ditsentede.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Kensib.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll
Narolute.
You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you.
Ben nampusa.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Ruemo tuno.
She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Kita diserang nih, desanya apa ya? Oh iya.
Kensib. Feminine.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread
Waduh.
fire.
Kebakaran nih. Aduh,
That's just adding fuel to the flames.
hampir aja kejatuhan. Ini nggak bisa lari aku.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
babasakting.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Ayo lari. Oke.
Pial tuma.
There's nowhere to run to this time. The time has come to stand and fight.
Puri kumbalamu. Antoro. Amu.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead.
Sana yode.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up with her.
Aku akan bertarung di sisimu. Oke, kita akan membantu.
She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Kita, waduh, kita nggak punya senjata nih. Oke, kita ngindar. Kecil banget nih orang yang kita pakai nih, masih kecil soalnya. Oh, segitiga.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here.
Wah, jatuh.
Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water.
Mati kita. Ada stamina-nya.
You're in deep
Okay.
surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Wah, dia ngejar lagi. Oh, kebalik. Oh, sampai ya? Oh, belum. Mati dia.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
Wah, mati sayang apa tuh. Tadi ibunya siapa sih ya?
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
Mati tuh.
If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
Oke, kita balik lagi ya.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Oke, capai jalan terbuka. Wah, itu apaan tuh?
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out. It's no pet.
Ini teman kita bukan?
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
Kita jarak jauhan aja. Waduh, ketembak lagi. Oh, kita bisa pakai ini nih, kayak magic ya. Ngindar nggak? Oh, ngindar, bagus.
Get out of here. Carving it out.
Oke, ngindar lagi.
Nice shot.
Tembak aja ya. Apa salah? Tembakin aja juga mati lah. Ntar. Oke, tewas sudah.
It was harder than expected to take down the fluff hulk. They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of Jagni warriors are already waiting for you at Myriad's Vespidut outpost. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost.
Apa lokasinya jauh dari sini? Oke.
Not really. It's east of Bricktown. You can spot Goop's Surf Nautica station from the hill it resides on.
Oke, kita udah naik level ya. Oke, kita suruh masuk ke sini ya. Tapi kayaknya untuk video kali ini cukup sampai di sini ya. Makasih yang udah nonton dan sampai jumpa lagi di video berikutnya.